Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to Waste Nights, Saviours of the Waste, episode 6, and I think we're on turn 5. Okay, where is everybody? Well, our first player is eventually going to be Slicer Takeda. He's just been revived here by Triple Jinx. After him it will be Mama Manifold, she's here. Then it is Triple Jinx, who's there, and finally it's Jiemba, who's here. So first thing we've got to do is we've got to do the preparation phase. So let's get along and do it. Here we are at the preparation phase, and the first thing we have to do is we have to do the waster step. So we're going to advance the time marker, so we're going to go up to 5. Whoop. So there we are, we're on round 5, and then we've got to put the timing markers onto the tasks. So we're going to get a 1 on blue collar needs. We're not going to get one on treasure map because we've only just promoted it the end of last turn, and the other card is sat with Mama Manifold, and we'll update that when we get to her player sheet. Okay, right, so what else do we have to do in the waster step? Well, there's game board effects. Now the only one that we've got is the one up at Red Tomb, so let's have a look at that. And here's Red Tomb. So it's on the black and white side, so we have to take it off the board. So put that with the other large tokens, and that is it for the board effects. So we've now got other game board effects. So let's have a look round, see if anybody's sat on any radiation or anything. Well, nobody's on an irradiated or contaminated hex, but we do have Jiemba, who is on Alice Offsprings, which is a city hex. So what he's going to do is he is going to get a health back for free. So that puts him onto 3 health. So he's no longer a die short for tests. Okay, so after that, what we look at is any mission effects. We haven't got any. We're not going to bother to update the stalls. So let's get over to the player area and move the first player marker. And here we are with Slicer Takeda. So we've got to move any markers off his night sheet or off his equipment. So he did use his sawn off last turn, so we'll take that off there, and that is now available for the next turn. So what else have we got to do? Well, we can change around some of his gear cards, but we're quite happy with where they are, so that's cool. And he gets to draw 2 luck cards because he's still got his lucky charm. So let's get the luck cards. And he can keep both of these because he's only got 3 at the moment. So he gets All Night on the Road and he gets Focus Man. So let's put them up here. Won't be a second. There we are. So that is his luck cards done, and that is it for his preparation phase. So the next player will be Mama Manifold. And here's Mama. So she's got no marks on her player sheet or on any of her gear cards, so she's fine there. One thing we do have to do though is my grandpa was a scientist. That is now got 2 timers on it now, so we'll have to do that this turn. Hopefully we'll be able to do that and finish that private task. Is she going to rearrange anything? No, she's not. Well, let's keep it as it is. She's pretty much fine. She has got 1 radiation and she's down to 3 fuel, but that'll be fine. She has got a canister for the fuel and the radiation isn't a problem at the moment. So she's got to draw a luck card, and she gets click click after an opponent's attack check. Right, so we'll put that up here. and she's up to 5, so she won't get any more until she spends some. Our next player will be Triple Jinx. And here we are with Triple Jinx. Now, she does have a marker. So, where have I put it? No, she didn't have a marker, it just fell off. So, there we go. So, she didn't have a marker to take off anywhere, so that is fine. She's not going to move any of her gear cards around, so it is just let's pick a luck card. So, we've got 2 left. And she's got That's My Hood. So put that in there, that's cool. And our next player is Jiemba. And here we are with Zuma. Same thing, he's got no markers anywhere, so that's fine. He's not going to put any sort of... Yeah, he's not going to put any... he's not going to change his gear cards around at all. He's finally got some health back. He's got plenty of fuel, so he is fine. So he gets the last luck card, which is... Faster. Okay, so we'll put that there. Excellent. So that is the end of the preparations phase, both the waster step and the night step. So let's move on to the wasteland phase and the move step. Okay, so our first player is Slicer. And the first thing he's going to do before he plans his move is he's going to play That's My Hood. So during this move step, your waster does not draw any wasteland cards and cannot play any on you. So let's discard that, and then he can safely plot his route. So I think he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So that is going to cost him 1 fuel. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Set the markers away. Let's spend that fuel. He's now on 2 fuel. But he has safely got to Cerbero Pharmacies. So that is excellent. And he can look to get some stuff so he can do blue collar needs. So that's excellent. Right, so that's the end of his movement step. Next up, we have Mama Manifold. And here we are with Mama. And what she's going to do is she's just going to get to the pumps. So she's going to move here. Now, I could have also moved this way, but there is a radiation marker. While you can move through hexes with radiation markers with no problem, if we get a wasteland card that would have delayed her and stopped her on here, well, she'd have lost her radiation, and we don't want that. So we're going to go this way. And obviously, she has got to have a waster card played on her. So let's see what she gets. Oh, it's the Order of the Flame. They're a cult, and the Muties. And a nice looking bunch they are. Look at them boys. Right, well, at least they're not ferocious. They get 3 attack dice, medium range, melee. They've got armor piercing. They have 1 damage, 1 armor, and 5 health. During this combat, you choose your combat cards first and play them face up. So that doesn't really affect us. It's a medicine 7 check to get by them. And, oh, we'd lose 2 health though, because they've got 1 reputation and 1 red card if we manage to beat them. I don't fancy taking them on, so I think we will do the medicine check. So let me set that up. I won't be a second. Okay, here we are. Now, she's no longer got her surgical instruments equipped. So what she's going to have to do is she's going to have to do a flat medicine check, but she has got medicine of 3. So she's going to have 3 dice, and she's got to get a 7 or better. Come on, Mama. And she gets a 9 and a 10. So that's fantastic. She's managed to do that. So she's give these guys the slip. So we can discard that. That's good news, because it means she can finish a movement step and she gets to the pumps. Okay, so that's it for her movement step. Next up is Triple Jinx. And here we are with Triple Jinx. Now, what she's going to do, she's only got 2 fuel. So, what I'm going to have her do is I'm going to have her just go 1 hex. So, she's going to walk, as they call it, into Alice Offsprings. So, she's going to walk into there, but that is still going to provide us with a waster card, a wasteland card. Hungry Locust. Oh, it's a nature event, so she doesn't have to do it. Yeah. A special ability is, let's just check, ignore nature wasteland cards, so just gets ignored. Brilliant. No problem with the Hungry Locusts. Fantastic. Right, so she's got into that city hex. That is brilliant. That's the end of her movement step. Then it is Jiemba. And Jiemba isn't going to move at all, because we're going to do some trading at the end of this turn. So we're doing quite well. We have got, it's at turn 5, and we've got 6 tasks done, 3 of each. So I think we can sort of recuperate a little with these 2. Hopefully Slicer Takeda will be well on his way to doing Blue Collar Needs, the common task, and hopefully Mama Manifold will complete her private task, Where's Grandpa's Stuff, or whatever it's called. So he's not going to move, he's going to stay where he is, so no wasteland cards, and that's the end of the movement step for everybody. Right, let's move on to the Explore step. And here we are with Slicer, who is our first player. Forgot to mention it, but I have took a fuel off Mama Manifold. She did spend a fuel in getting to the pumps, so she's now on 2 fuel. But back to Slicer. He's at Cerbero Pharmaceuticals. So let's just check. I think he's got to do a test. He does. He has to do a Medicine 7 test to explore the hex. So let's sort that out. Let's just check what his talk is. I think it's 4. Is it 4? It is indeed. So he's going to get 4 dice to try and explore this hex. And he gets a 10. Brilliant stuff. That's what we like. So he has explored the hex. Let's just check Blue Collar Needs. We haven't actually picked it up yet. You just get it when you complete it, but we need to get 2 drug cards. So we need 2 drug cards, so let's have a look at Cerbero Pharmaceuticals. Right, special actions, could heal 3, take any drugs from the stalls, then refill the stalls. It doesn't say how many, so we'll take it as... Does that mean you can take 2? I think it does. It doesn't say you can't take less. It doesn't say take 1. Because down here, for example, it says you can. It actually mentions the number 1. And here at Cerbero Tower, it's number 1. So they would put a number before it if it was only 1. So what drugs are in the stalls? Well, we've got Celerax, which is discard before combat. During the first clash, your opponent cannot play any combat cards. So we'll take that. Is there any others? And there is a Medi-Shot. So that is his second drug card. So he's got a Medi-Shot. So he'll take both of these, put them in his backpack, and he can now complete that common task. But he needs to get to Warata Industries, and he'll have to do that next turn. So that is the end of his Explore step. Next up is Mama Manifold. Oh, it will be Mama Manifold, but we've got to replace the stalls. So the replacement for the Medishot is Radout, another drug. We'll put that in there, and it's the red deck, and it is a kangaroo paw. Discard any time to draw 3 luck cards. Until the end of this round, your luck hand is unlimited. Not bad. Well, that goes here at the Sydney trading area. Excellent. Right. Okay. So now it is Mama Manifold, so let's get down to the pumps. And here we are with Mama Manifold at the pumps. So my grandpa was a scientist. She managed to pick up his stuff, and now she's got to explore the pumps to accomplish the task. So let's have a look at the pumps. Here we go. And there is no explore. There's no explore roll we've got to do, so she's explored it. So that is cool. So we have done My Grandpa Was a Scientist. So she gets 2 reputation. Finally. So she gets off. She gets off to a start with a reputation, moves up to 2. But she also gets the Cyber Arm gear card. So let's dig that out. This was a private task. So our private tasks now go up to 4. Brilliant. And everybody has now done a private task, I think. So that was the first thing that we had to do. We had to make sure that everybody did a private task, and we've managed to do that, so that's brilliant. Right, let's get this Cyber Gear card. Cyber Arm. Scales, Turbo Injector. Here's the Cyber Arm. So we'd have to go to Cerbero Tower, I think, to get this attached. Attached to your knight. Your melee attacks gain armor piercing and 1 damage. Pretty cool. Right, so she's got that now. Put that in the player area. She's actually full up. She is full up, so she's going to put it in her off-road. Put it in her off-road vehicle for the time being. She can't get it in a backpack, and I don't want her to put it in her pockets. So there we go. She's put it into her off-road vehicle. Right, what else? Oh, we can still do a special hex action. So we can trade. Oh, what is the... Oh, she could get a combat battery for the price of a green card. And she could attach that to... Let's have a check. Gives her a bonus against mechs, I think. She's got to attach it to a weapon, and it gets armour piercing. She's got the military bow, hasn't she? Yes. Well, perhaps we might do that. The other thing is she could spend a green gear card to like get fuel or whatever. But I think what she will do is, I think she will trade for that combat battery. So let's see what she'll chuck away. She'll get rid of her extra bullets. So she's going to trade in her extra bullets. She's going to take the combat battery. Even though it's yellow, on the stalls it only costs a green. So she's now got a combat battery, which she's attaching to her military bow. The extra bullets get discarded. They're green. And we have to replace that yellow gear card at the pumps with an assault rifle. So medium range, multi-attack, armour piercing, a Kalash for sissies apparently. There you go. So we'll put that at the pumps where it's going cheap. It's going for a song. Right, that is the explore step for Mama Manifold. So let's go and see Triple Jinx. And here's Triple Jinx at Alice Offsprings. So don't have to do any exploration. So we can trade, but we can't trade for drugs. If we want to lose 2 green cards, we can get like things like healing or ammunition, or we could lose a red card to gain 1 reputation. Let's have a look at what she's got. Well, she's not going to turn the mini bomber in, so I think what she'll do is she'll do a normal trade. Obviously she can't get drugs, but she's going to trade extra bullets. So she's trading the green gear card, and she's going to trade for, let's have a look, I think she is going to trade for, needs something green, doesn't she? She's going to trade for a lucky charm. So she's going to take the lucky charm, which means she can get additional luck cards on. Cool. Oh, that reminds me, I have to, I'm going to put that over a road map for the time being, so it is in her pocket. And Slicer Takeda did use his lucky charm at the start of the round, so I've got to mark that. So I've just marked that now. Right, so that was Triple Jinx. That was her explore step, and we'll stay here because next up it is Jiemba. So it's exactly the same. So what is he going to do? First of all, we've got to replace that gear card. Won't be a second. So fire axe. Only a madman will use it against fire. So obviously melee weapon, two-handed, does 2 damage. So we'll put that in there. So what's Zuma? What's he gonna do? Yes, he's gonna trade in his Dundee hat. Pretty much useless to him, I think. Talk checks gain a plus, but he's already got one, so he's just gonna trade that in. And I think he'll actually take, he's gonna actually take that fire axe, so it does give him a melee option. And he's going to put that in his backpack. Cool. Right, let's replace that gear card, which didn't stay out very long. And we get a 6-shooter. Another weapon. One-handed. 6-shooter deals 2 damage for each critical roll. This is a good card, actually. Short range, obviously. He'd have took that rather than the fire axe, but it wasn't available. Righto, so that is in the stalls now, and that is the end of Jiemba's explore step. Righto, so what's next? Next we have the rest step. So let's zoom out and take a look. And here we are at the rest step. And for a change, it's Zuma's lucky day. Triple Jinx has taken pity on him, and she's going to give him the lucky charm, because boy, he needs it. And he has only got 2 luck cards, so this will help him pick up 2 at the start of the next turn. And the mini bomber. He's going to attack the mini bomber to his gene stealer. So hopefully he'll be a bit of a beast and won't be getting knocked out anytime soon. So he's got this, he's got the fire axe, and he's got his gene resetter. So hopefully he'll be ready to kick ass, and he'll get a couple of extra luck cards with this next turn. So I'll just put these on his player area. I think I'll put the luck charm over his road map. Won't be a second. Right, that's done. I've not put the lucky charm over his road map. I've actually put it over his Dundee hat. I don't think he'll need the +1 torque at the moment. So he's wearing the lucky charm instead. Right, so that is the trade between knights. So after that we've got to look at, are we changing anybody's stuff around? And I think we are fine. Mama Manifold has now got some room in a backpack. So she's going to take the cyber arm out of the off-road vehicle and put it into a backpack, because the combat battery got attached to the military bow, so she's got some room. Slicer, he's not going to move anything, he's fine. and we did all the trading and stuff with Triple Jinx and Zuma, so nothing to do there. Now we're on quick resupply. So is anybody going to get rid of any luck cards? So first of all, Slicer. Well, no, he's fine. He's not going to get rid of any. Mama Manifold, I think she is going to get rid of Hard as a Rock. As you can see, has the radiation symbol. So let's get rid of that bit of radiation that she's been carrying around. So she's back to 0 radiation. She is also actually going to get rid of the canister at the same time. Come to think of it, this gives her 2 fuel, so let's get her fueled up. So that gets her back to 4 fuel. Anybody else? So yes, Triple Jinx is going to get rid of, or is she going to get rid of that? No, she's going to keep That's My Hood. That is a very useful card. So she's she'll stay on 2 fuel for the moment. She'll be able to get 1 back because she's in a city. So let's not play that card. Zuma. No, he's not going to get rid of 1 because he'll be able to get a health back because he too is in a city this turn. Mama Manifold is in a city. Did she have to get rid of that card? No, she didn't. She's not getting rid of... She's not getting rid of Hard as a Rock because she can get rid of that radiation because she is in the pumps start of next turn. So she's taking that back. The only thing she got rid of was the canister to get some fuel. Right, that's it for quick resupply. Nobody has to regain consciousness. So that is the end of the turn. Turn 5 has finished. Went okay. We took it pretty easy this turn, especially with Triple Jinx and Zuma Jiemba. Just want to make sure that they're in tip-top condition start of next turn. So, and I wanted to do that trade. I wanted to beef Zuma up. So let's hopefully he'll be a bit of a beast now. He's got a lucky charm, so hopefully things will turn around for him and he'll be able to start kicking ass and killing mutants, zombies and what have you. We did a task. We did a private task with Mama Manifold, so that's excellent. We can get rid of that number 2 there. Because we got rid of it, that means we have to pick another one. So we picked 2 cards. Robo Killer. This don't look good, does it? Parts, parts, and even more parts. Get me some Cerbero toys, and you will not only help the Old World Order cause, but also earn a little something for yourself. This thing can easily punch through a dreadnought. Explore Queen's Valley. Do a Blades and Guns 7 check to take the card. Defeat any mech enemy from the Wasteland cards. You accomplish this task. As long as you have this task card, you'll waste a must-play mech enemy cards if able. And you get the Executor Gear card plus 3 reputation. But that's probably tough. But risk and reward, that's the sort of thing I would go for, I must admit, given the choice. Burn Baby Burn. I haven't seen real napalm since 2054. I could use some chemicals, and if you hurry, maybe I will pimp this old flamethrower. It's useless as a paperweight anyway. Explore the old refinery with a repair 7 to take this card, and then explore Rusty's garden. You accomplish this task to get a cremator gear card plus 2. Well, I think actually taking on a mech enemy will probably be a bit more difficult. I mean, they're both 7 checks. We can pick anybody out of 4. So if it was a repair check, we'd send Mama Manifold to do the Burn Baby Burn. And for the Blades and Guns, we'd probably send Zuma Jiemba to Queen's Valley. And then it's defeating a mech. So, I do think Robo Killer's slightly the harder, and it will involve a actual combat. So that is the one we're going to take. So what is it first? Queen's Valley, and then it's just defeat any mech enemy. So we'll just be using the number 1, and there it is on Queen's Valley. Excellent stuff. Right, next turn. Well, our first player next turn will be Mama Manifold. And what is she going to do? Well, she's going to get rid of that radiation because she's on a city space. Then, so she could do Robo Killer or Treasure Map. She might actually, what's in New Sydney? That Kangaroo Paw. And there's an assault rifle at the pumps. She might stay at the pumps. Get that assault rifle, maybe. I don't fancy her doing any of those tasks. For blue collar needs, the common task, Slicer can do that. So we'll have a think about her. It's not really important. We've got tasks earmarked for other people. After her, it's Triple Jinx. Triple Jinx will... she'll get a fuel back in Alice Offsprings. And then we shall look for something. She'll do Treasure Map. So she'll go to Gangrene and kick that off. And after her, it's Zuma Jiemba. Zuma, let's see if he can do this Robo Killer. So he will try and head off towards Queen's Valley to do that. And as last player will be Slicer Takeda. He's going to do blue collar needs. He's got those 2 drug cards. So he's got to head to Waratah Industries, which is a bit mean because it does have 2 threat icons. So he will get 3 Wasteland cards next turn. And the last time something like that happened, it didn't go too well. But hopefully he can avoid any trouble and he can get to Waratah Industries and play that card. Right. So that is the end of turn 5 and episode 6 of Waste Knights, Saviours of the Waste. I hope you join me next time. As it is, thank you very much for all the views, for all the subscriptions, for all the comments and for all the support as ever. Thank you very much. For all of you who've bobbed across to Board Game Links to upvote the site, once again, thank you very much. It is much appreciated. So, that is it. Until the next episode of Waste Knights. Until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.
What a day! What a lovely day!